Welcome to episode 4 of the DJ Force X podcast. This week I'll be chatting to Lee Storrar from UK band Servers. But before that, I just wanted to pay tribute to Wayne Static, who sadly passed away a few days ago. I was kind of lost for words when the news came through that he had passed on. I met him a couple of times back in the UK, back in the Static X days, and he was always a great guy. Where some musicians are kind of standoffish or, a bit of an ego on them, this guy was just happy to chat. And we did. We chatted about music and just random stuff. He was a great guy. I just want to send my condolences to his friends and family around the world. And, rest in peace, Wayne. On to other stuff this week. I've been listening to a couple of albums. A band called Exotype. They're based here in Orlando, in Florida. And, if you get a chance, check them out. You can find them on most social networks. Just type in Exotype into whatever you stream off. Great sort of crossover of metal and electronic music. And the new Slipknot album as well. If you haven't picked that up yet, it's awesome. Quite frankly, it's a real beast. Anyway, we're going to get on with this week's interview. Enjoy. Welcome to the DJ Force X podcast. This week we have Lee Storrar from UK band Servers. Welcome, Lee.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, all good.
Awesome. So to start off with, just to give the audience an idea of who you are, would you like to tell us about your band?
Yeah, I'm in a band called Servers. Released our debut album in February this year. Been absolutely blown away by the response of especially journalists, and I'd like to thank everybody who's bought the album, come to see a show, or wrote any words about us. It's been absolutely mind-blowing. And like I said previously, I've said a few times, if people would have given me the paper and pen to write things about this album, I couldn't have done a better job. So it's been absolutely brilliant.
Excellent. So who else is in the band with you?
I've got Lee Wild. Used to be in a band called Silence. Mm-hmm. He plays bass. Ant Nettleship plays drums. Used to be in a band called Disarm. And then we have Server 5, who joins us live, but he's not involved in the writing process. He's just a live entity. Okay, that's interesting. What role does he fulfill? Because we've played a lot of guitars and tried to build like a sonic soundscape. He comes in to help. To replicate that. We did try to do it with the three of us with the samples and things, but it's much better with two guitars live. Okay, so
cool. So you're the front man and guitarist.
I'm the man.
You're the man. You fulfill both those roles that everyone loves. Server one.
It's only Zero that's any better.
Excellent. So you released your first album in February, like you said. It's called Leave With Us.
Yeah.
It's a very good album.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed it. I've had it on my MP3 player since I got it, actually. It's been on there, and it's on constant rotation. And my wife this morning also told me that she really liked the track I gave her for her.
No way! What song was it?
I gave her Universes and Supernovas.
I see.
I put it because she wanted a bunch of music for her car, and I stuck it on a USB stick. And she said she really liked it. So,
is it the short version or the album version?
It's the album version, yeah. Yeah, because awesome. You also released is it an EP or a single recently as well?
Yeah, released Universe and Supernovas as a single, but it's some 6.5 minutes long. So we're not Queen. We're not. It's not Bohemian Rhapsody, but we did a really cruel edit on it and got it down to 3.5 minutes. We got it down to 3:33, that's why we call it the half evil edit.
Nice. Was that the one that was attached to the Claustrophobia single?
No, that's a remix done by Jez Walton, who plays in Earth Tone 9.
Yeah, I know Jez. Yeah.
Oh, do you know Jez?
I do know Jez. Yeah, he
a remix.
He was in Ghosts of 1,000.
1,000, yeah.
Yeah,
indeed.
and obviously he's in Earth Tone 9 at the moment, and he's also producing a couple of albums as well that I kind of know about. I know the bands anyway.
Cool.
He's
he did the remix on the Claustrophobia single.
Okay.
Pete Server 4 did the half evil edit, and the original 6-minute version was done by Matt Ellis, produced by Matt Ellis.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I do like the way you've got your server numbers as well. Amongst your fan base. That's quite cool. I'm number 187.
Oh, awesome.
So, like I said, but I wait. Sorry?
You're close to the arts, you see.
Yes.
The lower you go, the nearer you are to 0.
I know, but I was like, I wanted 187, just purely because of its actual number in, what was it? It's like the police number for Murder, Death, Kill in Demolition Man and stuff. And, and I was waiting for that number because, my favourite number is 3, and that was obviously taken. So I had to wait.
He's a big lad. He's 6'5", and you could wrestle him for number 3.
I'll give him a go. I'm 6'2", so it's not.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's awesome.
I'll give it a go. But no, I mean, no, I like the way you've done that because it kind of gives that community amongst your fans. You've got that everyone's got kind of like a number, and they're part of the server followers.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically, it's a mailing list, isn't it? But more inclusive. We wanted people to be involved.
Yeah.
And be be included. We're all servers. Whether whatever your 0 is, we're all serving somebody or something.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So who is your 0?
Yeah, I can't tell you.
I'm not at liberty to say, no.
Well, my wife's looking at me with arms crossed here.
Okay.
She didn't really know. She's not my 0. I wear the trousers. We're all slaves to one thing or another. So, your 0 is your own personal thing, whether it be God or Allah or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Well, going back to your album, as a whole, like I said, I really liked it. And there's a couple of standout tracks for myself on there. I really like Claustrophobia, which you released.
The thing is about Claustrophobia is, with this album, I wasn't going to shy away from doing a softer song or writing an emotional song.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to look at bands like Queens of the Stone Age. They never shy away from things like that. And I'm proud of that song. It's a ballady type, softer song. One for the ladies, we always say it is, but it's that was part of the writing process this time.
Yeah, it's just that the whole because what I get attached to with most songs is it's the sound of it, the tones that you use.
Yeah,
and that song it's just like you say, it's a ballady type song. It's a slow song, but the layers of sound, the sort of sonic soundscape of it, it just it's one of those songs that kind of gives you chills. I mean, obviously you're close to the music, so it's kind of hearing it's part and parcel of what you do. But there's only a few songs that have done that for me, to be perfectly honest, and that was one of them.
That is awesome to hear.
You know,
that makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, I hear it and I get chills down my back or whatever on my arms, and it's just like it's part of a handful of songs that will do that, and it's just the sonic soundscape you created. It's just it kind of blew me away, I suppose. Is the word
fantastic!
So, you know, and like in complete contrast, I also really like Run with the Foxes. You know, which is a completely like different like jump, because you got the slow ballad and you got this like fast rock song.
Yeah, that's Darren's favourite at Undergroove. He wanted to release that as the second single as opposed to Claustrophobia, but Lisa at Old Tight, she was pushing for Claustrophobia, and we really didn't know which way to jump between Room with the Foxes and Claustrophobia, but we kind of thought that Claustrophobia might attract a wider kind of music lover type thing, so we went with Claustrophobia. But yeah, Room with the Foxes is a weird one. I kind of wrote that and had these block chords where I thought, that is so cheesy, but I'm going to work and layer and work and layer until I make it into something pleasing. Yeah, and that's exactly what I did with that song.
Yeah, because I think that was the first song of yours that I played on my show. Back in probably February time. Maybe it was before February, I think. Before the release.
Oh, cool.
Because I knew Universes and Supernovas was the first single because you shot the video for it and everything.
Yeah, that was booked.
I was literally mixing my show and it kind of fell into the right... Because the way I kind of go about mixing my show is like it's like the BPM and the key the song's in. Just so when I'm like blending it or beat match or whatever, it kind of feels smooth. And that one kind of fell into that area. I can't remember the exact track listing I used, but it was around sort of more like the drum and bass stuff.
Oh, cool.
But it kind of like, but that was the first song that really like caught my attention, and then I got through the whole album and like, you know, Claustrophobia and the other songs as well. Just like, it's kind of like it's a complete package of an album.
Oh, well, we definitely wanted to create an album full of good songs. There were never ever going to be any filler on it, and I hope that we've achieved that.
Yeah, I can't pick any sort of any filler tracks out really. I'm usually pretty good at that because I'll edit the album down to the killer tracks. And like, cause the way I sort my music is kind of like energy based.
Yeah.
Like for like DJing and stuff like that, it's all like energy based and tempo. So it's kind of like I'd normally cut some songs out, but I even managed to play Claustrophobia on my show.
Did you?
Yeah. It was a while back, but I even because I knew that was the video and. The fact that I'm in the video,
you're on board.
I'm one of the like pictures. So,
did you make the book?
I don't know. I
have to have a look. So a few, no, for no reason, just other than Mark Latham who shot the video. He made the book and he pulled some faces out to put in that.
Okay.
Which I point at during the video, and I'm thinking, I hope these people don't worry that why I'm pointing at them, why we selected them. But yeah, it's all good fun.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing myself like on the wall bit, I think, or, you know, the kind of panning across a wall.
Yeah, some people on the wall are in the book too.
Oh, okay.
You might be the chosen one.
Hey.
187.
Yes, 187. Cool. What influences you guys? What bands? What other entity influences you when it comes to your music?
I can only speak personally for myself, but I would say the biggest influences for me are Jim Morrison and The Doors, Killing Joke. Been listening to a lot of Mastodon. Yeah, them three I would say the were biggies for me.
Okay. Cool.
I really do like Jazz Coleman from Killing Joke. I like what he does. I like his writing. I love Killing Joke. And same for Jim Morrison, legend. Yeah, and Mastodon, I've just got my tickets through for the 1st of December, so it'll be the first time I've seen them. But I've heard they're not that good live, but I'll see when I see.
I've seen them a couple of times, and they're good. Right, they're a solid live band. It's just it's a big sound.
Yeah.
It just depends, because I think a lot of their. I mean, I like Mastodon, but I think with one of their live shows, I became. I don't want to say bored, but easily distracted, I think.
Yeah.
So because it started to kind of drone.
Yeah, you wouldn't get that if you went to see Jim Morrison, would you?
No, you'd be kind of captivated by that front man. But I think with their like new material and things, I think it's a lot more diverse from where they were before.
Yeah, it definitely
whereas,
is.
like, when I saw them, they were kind of a bit more like that kind of stoner rock growl thing. Whereas they still have that edge, but they've got that kind of, I suppose,
they've got more melodic in it.
They've got that. They've introduced that melodic edge that seems to have gotten them a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Over the past couple of albums, anyway, and I think that really probably breaks up their live set now, where you'll get that you won't be distracted from because it's changing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Rock City in Nottingham is a great venue as well.
Yes, it is. It's a great venue, that one. It's one of the few venues that I never managed to actually play.
Oh, no way.
It was on my like bucket list of venues. We played, was it Junction 7, which is just down the road.
It's a nice sound, but it's not Rock City, is it?
No, it's not Rock City. But no, it was that, and I think the London Astoria was my other one on the bucket list that no longer exists.
I've done that as well. I've done them both.
Have you? Ah, you swine.
Is that Coco?
No.
Oh, sorry, I apologise.
No, the Astoria was Tottenham Court Road, central London. There was two venues. There was an Astoria 2, which changed its name to Mean Fiddler, and LA2.
Yes, of course. We played that with My Ruin and Skid Row.
Okay.
With the last band, Geomedicine.
Yeah. But those are like two of the venues. But Nottingham Rock City was one of them. I was just like, one day. I mean, there's still time because it's still there. Where the Astoria's gone, so that's now crossed off the bucket list. But you never know. One day I might have that revigorating feel of getting into a band, and
you might come and do some DJing for servers.
Oh, that'd be cool. Nice UK tour DJ. That'd be cool.
Do it, Lee likes his DJs and things. So.
Yes, he does. Yeah. So have you guys actually, going on from live shows, have you got anything planned coming up?
We've got a couple of local shows this year. That's it. And then next year we begin work on the second album.
Cool.
Which is half written and sounding very promising. It's one of them things. It's like at this stage in life, I've got to keep interest, and I've got to feel like it's worthwhile, and it definitely is with these 5 songs that have been wrote for the second album. So we're going into the studio in January with Matt Ellis again at Axis Studio. We're recording 4 songs. We've got 1 already, so that'll be half the album done. So at the moment, we're just preoccupied with pre-producing these songs before we go into Axis.
Cool. Yeah, I heard. I saw your Bodies in the Ground lyric video last week, and is that the new song that you've already got written for the next album?
Yeah, that'll be on next album, but it's not the finished article as yet.
Okay.
We did that because we did the Love Struck Madness cover for the Teenage Cancer Trust, and instead of just going in to record one song, we thought it'd be a missed opportunity, so we took that opportunity to do Bodies in the Ground, which were written for the next album. It's a slightly different. We're still doing the kind of cult thing. But I want it to be more on a personal level this time, like the powerful personality that attracts people, but on a more personal thing like the hybristophilia and the like the Stockholm syndrome, Bonnie and Clyde syndrome, where it's like one-on-one with people who know that another person's evil or doing wrong, but they kind of fall for the whole thing. So yeah, it's gonna be more like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I was gonna say from the video that I saw, obviously it's a lyric video, but the images in the background are all very like cult-like.
Yeah,
it's like
thing.
newspaper clippings and stuff.
Thing.
Yeah,
but the overarching theme is going to be about this hybristophilia type vibe, like the Marion Liam Brady type thing, where somebody holds control of it. It's the same sort of thing. It's like the manipulative brainwashing techniques, and that the Doomsday cult leaders had, and that excessive devotion and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's going to be the same sort of thing, but on a more personal level.
Okay, cool. So, what time frame are you working on with the album at the moment?
I mean, what actually happens and what we're working towards probably will be different, but we're hoping to sort of like get the second album out by summer next year.
Cool.
That's the plan.
Cool.
Yeah, like I said, we'll have 5 songs recorded in January.
Yeah.
Then we'll probably go back in March time, and then hopefully get it out early summer.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. Anyway.
Yeah.
I know how loose these things can be when you sort of set a date for something to be recorded. It's kind of, you don't want to rush the creative process. But it's also good to have a sort of, I guess, a deadline as such. But like you say, you've got 5 songs done already. You just need to record
lots of ideas knocking about. So
hopefully they'll meld into another sort of 5-6 songs, and sort of as
juices are flowing. Things are good.
Good, excellent. Right, there's one thing I got made aware of that I've kind of been, well, not really asked to ask about, but it's kind of interesting. Hedgehog.
Wrong. You talk. I'm wrong. I'm the wrong person to talk about hedgehogs.
Oh, okay.
It's Ant, the drummer. He's got are they African? They're really cute things. They're not like our hedgehogs, but like more like pet type cuddly things. But he's got one, Ant, and I think Lisa's got one.
Okay.
So there lies the connection.
I see. Okay, because it was Lisa that kind of mentioned it, and I was like, "You guys have a band, Hedgehog?" Yeah.
They call him Mr. Prickles.
Mr. Prickles, brilliant.
I have actually seen him when we've been around to Ant's house. Yeah, I've met the chap.
Okay. It's one of those things. I was like, band Hedgehog? How is it like a mascot? It's like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like a little mascot, but no, it's a real life hedgehog.
Yeah, I've seen things. I've seen messages and posts and things flying about, but unfortunately, I'm not in the hub of the hedgehog thing.
Okay.
I will find out and come back to you. Is that what people normally say?
It was. I don't know, but last time we spoke, Lisa mentioned something afterwards.
All right.
And I was like, I had no idea, because I see sort of like messages fly back and forth about various things.
Yeah.
On Twitter and things, sort of between like the bands and the PRs, and I look at them thinking, what the I know there's like bands with like really bizarre PR merch, like giveaways, like especially through Hold Tight. I know it's like, was it Morgorgy had like a Black Impaler as part of their like a PR send out. Like, not only did you get the CD and bio, but you got this huge black dildo with a upturned crucifix on it.
Yeah.
I saw
it. Yeah, awesome.
I was like, how the fuck do you get away with that? But it gets you noticed. I mean, that's. I mean, I've had PR stuff sent to me before that got a band noticed. I mean, it doesn't take like the extra stuff for me to notice a band, but it certainly helps when you open a package and there's like, what did I get? I'm trying to think of one. There's a band called Blood Simple, which was the front man from Vision of Disorder.
All right.
And I think Mike from Vision of Disorder as well. And they formed this new band after VOD took a break.
Yeah. And
they're called Blood Simple. And I got sent basically the CD and a blood pack.
Oh.
You know, and it's like, that was quite cool. I mean, it's all sort of dried up and shriveled now and it's somewhere in storage. But, you know, little things like that. And I remember years ago, you probably remember this, Organ Fanzine.
Yeah, I can remember Organ,
and
Sean.
They used to encourage like ways of getting noticed. Like, so send them your CD, but send them something else with it.
Yeah.
And there was like a top 10 list they used to have of stuff they'd been sent.
I can't remember that.
It was just
online somewhere.
I don't know if it's online anymore. I know the site's kind of still there, and I've spoken to Sean since. He's still sort of doing stuff, but it doesn't. They don't have quite the. I don't think they have quite the following they used to.
I think as soon as Sean didn't try as hard,
yeah,
it were gonna, because he's such a fanatic and so much passion for music, and
yeah. No, we were fortunate to be part of one of the Organ Radio CDs at one point, which was quite cool. But I don't. That's the only like piece of. I think it's one of like 3 bits that I don't have. Like, I've got everything else, like flyers and posters and CDs and T-shirts and all that kind of stuff. But that compilation CD, I cannot find for love nor money.
Number was that? Do you know?
I think it was number 20. I think.
Oh, that might have been after Sun Lounger.
Yeah, it's I can't remember who we shared it with either, but I think we even made the top 10 at one point because we sent like a box of milk tray chocolates.
Oh, nice.
And it was basically a date kit. So there was like condoms in there. There was the box of chocolates and a few other items. And I think we made the top 10 for a week, and then some band sent in loads of stuff and just obliterated it. So, but it's like, I never really like. It's one of those things. It's just if you see what they're giving away, like, okay, that'll get you noticed now.
Yeah, he's got to help. Yeah, he's got to help.
Yeah, yeah.
And we should be able to come up with something with servers, definitely. I think.
Yeah, I was going to say if there was anything off the top of your head, if it was viable, what would that item be? What do you think you could?
Well, you've just kind of give me some inspiration there. I know a chocolatier. He only lives at top of my street.
Oh.
And I went to talk with him, and I'm just thinking maybe some servers chocolates.
Laced with Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Yeah. That would make the news.
That would.
I would be instantly famous.
You would. You'd have that following. Your albums would fly.
Brilliant. That's it then.
There you go. Sorted.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no worries. or even...
Will you come and see me in prison?
Yeah. I'll Skype with you there. I think you're allowed one Skype phone call, so...
They'll not let you in anyway, 187.
That's true. Dang. Well then, we could do letters. Old school.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, on the live front, if you could tour with any band that are still around, what would they be? What do you think would be a good match for servers that would work well with?
Well, I don't know. I really like Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mastodon. I'd love to tour with Queens of Stone Age. I know they're a little bit predictable, but be a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So,
it's just finding that right match, isn't it? Because you don't want to end up on the road with something like on the diverse front that no one can relate to, I suppose. on like fan base wise.
Yeah.
Because you get like obviously you got like a lot of people that follow certain trends within a genre, and then I've had it where you are mismatched on a bill.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work. Yeah. So I was just sort of curious of what you thought would be a good match for your band. Obviously, Mastodon, Queens of the Stone Age, and
it's difficult because I know it's the old cliche, but I think we've talked about this before. When you feel like sometimes you maybe falling between the cracks in the pavement.
Yeah,
you don't exactly know who would be wanting to listen to what you're doing. So I which is a good thing and a bad thing, but so it's difficult just to say, Mastodon or Gojira or something like that. But I mean, they'd just be awesome shows. I think I'd like to be there just to watch as a fan as well. Yeah, we're on early, but I'm come to watch this band.
Yeah, you get the ticket to the show as well.
Yeah.
So back to your new album plans. Would that be through Undergroove again, or are you looking? I don't know what the deal is with you guys with them, but would you be looking for another deal, or even releasing it yourself or anything?
I mean, I don't know if people are aware what happened with us and Undergroove. Is basically Undergroove had folded, not folded, but he just wound. Darren had wound Undergroove down.
Yeah.
And I kind of rung him up and said, "Look, I've got this new band, I've got these new songs, and you've got to put it out." And he was like, "Well, the world's turned, and the music industry is a different place," which we all know it is. And he was saying, I don't know this, I don't know that, and I pestered and hounded and said, "Look, I will deliver you something special. You have got to put this album out." So I sent him first 3 songs, and he became interested, and then sent him next 3 or 4, and I basically ground him down. So I brought him out of retirement, and he were absolutely blown away by the response that the music industry had to Undergroove being back.
Yeah, because there was a lot of press around that point. I saw a few interviews with Darren and things like that, and it was one of those labels back 5-6 years ago that most bands wanted to be on. I mean, you had bands, was it like Charger, Johnny Truant?
Yeah.
I think he released the My Ruin album as well, didn't he?
My Ruin album, yeah.
Yeah. And it was just one of those labels where you like, I was sad to see it go. I knew he kind of wound it down and sort of went on a hiatus.
Yeah.
But it's
he got heaps of kudos, but no money. But it's passion, and I think that kind of makes up for all the the lacking in financial things. He's so passionate. He's one of the good guys. So when this next album, I mean, obviously he gets the songs first. You got Bodies in the Ground and Love Struck first, and he'll get the next songs in January 1st, and then it'll be up to Darren to see whether he wants to. Hopefully, he will want to carry on and put next album out. If not, then there's always self-releasing and things like that. But hopefully it'll surface on Undergroove.
Oh, that'd be cool. So, what?
Oh, and he's got like Spider Kitten, another band. So he's proper got back into the vibe.
I was about to ask if he was going with any other bands.
Yeah, Spider Kitten from Wales. I don't know too much about them, but I've got a great vibe. It's like doom, like a doom vibe. We're quite an high-pitched vocal. It sounds good.
Yeah, sounds. I'll have to check them out. So would you, obviously, with this album, would you go down the route of crowdsourcing? Like Kickstarter or what's the other one?
What do I call it?
Pledge Music.
Pledge Music, yeah. It is. It's an option to do that. It's like as a band, you just want your songs out there. You want people to be listening to them, and it's not a career move. It'd be nice if it were a career move, but we know the kind of realities of of music now. It's just nice to be involved and for people like yourself and for people so they enjoying what you're doing, and that for me that is success. To have the feedback and to know that people are enjoying it, and that's genuine from band on art. It'd be lovely to make a living out of it, but this is only the tip of the iceberg that really crush it in there.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, man. Well, it was good to speak to you. And,
nice to talk to you.
Yeah. Have a good rest of your day.
All right, man. It'd be great to talk to you.
Good to speak to you, Lee. Take it easy.
See you later, bud.
Bye bye. Bye bye. And another episode is coming to a close. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back again next Thursday with another cast, and not quite sure who I'm going to have on there right now. As of this time recording, there's a couple of options. But if you keep an eye on my social media feed, if you go to djforcex.com, you should be able to link to all the social media I'm attached to. So that's like Twitter, Facebook. I think I'm on Pinterest or something. Anyway, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. I'm all over them. So if you go there, cool. If you could leave some feedback, if you enjoyed the episode, share it with a friend, all that kind of stuff kind of helps. Thank you again this week. And until next time, this is DJ Force X out.